Well, what's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. I know it's been a little bit, but finally back to putting out some content for you guys, and today is a good one. Let me just spam through all of these codes here. This stuff has been sitting on the desk for over a week now, and yeah, there you go. Best luck to whoever's getting those. But if you guys saw the little bit of a preview I just posted a couple minutes ago, this box here is the graded card submission through CGC. This is my third one that I've done. Obviously, I had to back the camera really far out on this one. It's a pretty big box. So I apologize for the mess. You see a little Charizard over here. But yeah, so the other exciting thing about this submission is this is also a part of the first customer submission that I've done. So I have 50 of my own cards and 10 of a customer order. I'm curious how they broke this down because I was expecting it to be like two separate boxes. Maybe there are two separate in here, but let's take a look. Potential to me have to blur out some of my information. All right, cool. So they did exactly how I thought. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the customer order first, which is this box here, which is convenient because the other cool thing about this is what I'm going to ship it back out to. So I told them I just want to make content on this, and then I'm just going to slap a new label on this and send it out. So if you're watching this, I'll probably send this out a little bit later on today once I get this video uploaded and everything. So but yeah, look at that. Pretty decent return time. So we submit on the 25th, and today is what, the 15th, 14th of February. So not too bad. Still pretty decent turnaround compared to like PSA stuff, but we're gonna do this box first and then we'll get into the big boy. So I'm gonna move this off to the side as I bump into everything, of course. Oh, sorry, I'm just extra excited. All right, so let's see here. Now that I have this crazy zoomed out, kind of not necessary, but it's all right. We'll go through this here. So this is, again, the customer order here. If it stayed in the same sequence as it did when I filled out the paperwork, this should be all 10 of their cards. They did reach out to me and ask for some of the grades, so the only ones that I looked at were their stuff. I blanked out everything else, so let's see what we have in this box. Hopefully it is set up that way. Again, it should be just 10. And this one here, again, pretty cool packaging. I do like how they do this here, but let's just get right into it. Let's start off with, ooh, very nice. So there we go. We have that Muck there from EX Legend Maker. Came out in a 9. Absolutely beautiful card. This is a holo. They call it a reverse because it has the stamp on it, but it looks just like a regular holo here. Not bad. Definitely excited about that. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, this one here. I saw this one and I was really excited to see how they were going to do it, but check this out. So there we go. This is the reverse Charizard from Evolutions. So the reason why they gave all the subgrades, and this should be the only card in this submission that has subgrades, is because if you look right there, they gave it the off-center grade, which is kind of cool. First time seeing that in person. But the reason, and I looked into it, the reason why they had to give subgrades for the rest is because they gave it a 7.5, but since the centering was off-center, they have to break down and show you what everything else graded as. So I think that's pretty neat. Again, it's a 7.5, but again, I think it's pretty cool. And I remember talking to this customer. They weren't super worried about like what the grades were going to come out to be. They just wanted their stuff submitted and protected. So, all right, let's see what we have next. Very nice. So this one here, and nice. So this is the exciting thing too. So they put this. This is an error card, and you'll see why here in a couple seconds. If you don't remember when I first previewed this card, I had a feeling that there was obviously an error with it. I didn't know how to classify it, but if you flip it over, yeah, you see the error. So, and they actually mark what the error is. So insufficient ink. So that's really cool. It got a 9.5, and then it still has that error card in there. So that's pretty unique. You don't really see too many of the CGC cards come with the actual error stamp, and then it lists what the error is. So that's super exciting. Two pretty unique cards so far. Let's see what we have next. Very nice. So this is a Charizard from VMAX Climax. They got the 9 on this one. Absolutely beautiful card. I've graded a few of these on my own, or from my own collection actually, and I've never been able to get a 10, but still absolutely beautiful and a nice 9 there. Let's see what's next. Ooh, very nice. So we have the Mewtwo V alt art here from Pokemon Go. Absolutely beautiful card. This one scored a 9 as well. On to the next. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, very nice. So one of my favorites, got the Dragonite V-Star. So I did have one of these in my part of this submission also, so we'll see who ended up doing better. But an absolutely beautiful card, came in at a 9. Again, absolutely amazing. I love Dragonite. All right, let's see what we have on this one here. Ooh, very, very nice. Pikachu V. This one is from Lost Origins, the Trainer Gallery. I got a 9 as well. Again, probably one of the best artworks with Pikachu and red in it, in my opinion. I'm curious to see with Ash departing the actual animated series, if they're going to do some kind of like special promo card with Pikachu and Ash in it, not red. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, a 9 on that one. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, this is the one that he wanted me to look up. So this one here, Origin Form Palkia. This one came from Space Juggler. It's obviously the Japanese variant, and a 9.5. That's absolutely amazing. Sorry if there's a little bit of glare, but yeah, doing my best here. But yeah, absolutely beautiful card there. Got the 9.5. If I was to guess, just on my own opinion, it might be that slight centering. You see how it's a little bit thicker on this side than it is on this side. That's kind of what I was talking about previously when we did the preview, and now we're at the recap. But yeah, absolutely beautiful card. I'd be excited if it was mine. So let's see what we have in this next one. Ooh, so this beauty right here. So they sent this to me shortly after this set came out. So I'm really, really excited with how it graded. We got the 9.5 on the Mew from V-Star Universe. This is the art rare. I have a couple of these off to the side in English. I'm just kind of building up the next submission. So with that in mind, if you want to be a part of the next submission, I'm probably going to do just a 25 card submission unless I get a bunch of you that are interested in submitting a bunch at one time. But if you are interested in being on the next CGC submission, let me know in the comments or reach out to me on Instagram. I'll let you know how the whole process works and my fees that are involved. But yeah, I'm slowly building up. I think I have 10 of my own cards right now. But again, it comes down to how everything else is bundled in and how many other people participate. So last but definitely not least, for the customer order, we have this absolutely beautiful Radiant Charizard. Again, another card from V-Star Universe. You guys let me know in the comments which Radiant Charizard artwork you like better. This one, I think they just made it way more dynamic compared to the other one. But still an absolutely beautiful card there. And I think they'll be happy with all that. And again, I'm really just going to just put this back in here like this. Close off this box, and this will go back out to the customer. So it keeps it nice and simple. With some of the other orders, depending on how they're broken down, I may have to repackage them, but I think this is kind of neat. Again, I'll just tape that closed and we'll be on our way. All right, so now let me get my submission. All right, so here's the big box here. Moving on over. This is box 1 of 2. I'm very excited. There's a lot of potential for some absolutely amazing cards in here. And like I said, I didn't see any of these when I looked up the submission form. I just kind of held a piece of paper up to my monitor so I could scroll down to get to the customer order. But let's see what we have here. I'm just going to flip it back this way here. So I'm going to look at the paperwork real quick and see if it's still in that same order. Again, these are 50 cards. Let's take a look and see. Okay, so it should still be in that same order. So what I'm going to do is, let's move this. Let's see if I can spin it the other way. Yep, plenty of room there. Okay, so I'm just going to try and error this one. Let's start from back here, just because I'm nervous. Yeah, so let's do it this way. We'll go here, and then we'll work our way all the way up to here. Sound good? All right, let's start here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, nice, very good start here. Charizard from VMAX Climax. If you guys remember, I submitted a bunch of these to CGC just because I had a whole bunch laying around and I wanted to try our luck. So very, very good start there. Obviously, what I'll do is after the fact, I'll sort all these by their grade, get everything uploaded, get some stuff on Instagram, and then all of this is going on eBay. They'll be up later on today. So if you see anything you like here, let me know in the comments, reach out to me on Instagram. Maybe we'll work out a deal before I post it, but all this stuff is going on eBay. So, all right, here we go. On to the next. Let's see what we have here. These should be a lot of the Charizards. A 9 on this one. I'll gladly take that. Anything above like an 8, especially because all of these were pretty minty when I opened them and pulled them myself, I'll be happy with. So another 9.5. That's absolutely amazing. I really hope we can get at least 110. I think that'd be so sick, especially because I submitted, I think just looking at the paperwork, I submitted like 15 of these, so hopefully there's at least one. Another 9.5, I'll gladly take that. Let's see, we have, again, this is like a huge stack. I'm an 8.5 on this one. I'm going to have to look at them, especially because I have a 9 and a 9.5. I'm going to have to look at it afterwards and see what would have been the issue with this. maybe it's that, or is that part? Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, if that's part of the card. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look at these, especially if there's like some huge discrepancies, my goodness, with how some of these graded. So we got a 9 on this one. We got the 9.5, nice, very, very nice. So another 9.5, so close to 10. I really want to get at least 110 on these. A 9 on this one. Let's see what we have next. This should be another 9.5. Again, I think this artwork is so cool, and especially if you remember Vivid Voltage. The pre-release kits, this was the English artwork, or the artwork that they used for the English promo. But another 9.5, I'll gladly take that. Another 9.5, all right, let's keep going. Gotta get at least 110, right? Another 9.5, all right. We're getting close. I feel like there's another 9.5, that's amazing. I promise I'm not pulling the same card over and over. I am moving. There we go, there's a 9. Let's see what's next. Another 9.5. Man, come on, we gotta get at least 110, right? Let's see what we have here. Another 9.5, amazing. I'll gladly take that. I'm really curious. And again, like, I wish I could pay for subgrades, but it's literally double the cost. If you guys aren't familiar, these are normally $15 per submission if you do bulk submission. If you get subgrades, it's $30, so it literally doubles your costs immediately or right off the bat. But yeah, kind of crazy. Let's see. So we have so far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's all the Charizards. We didn't get any 10s, but we got plenty of 9.5s, so I can't complain. So let's see what we have next. Ooh, okay. I'm super excited about this. Let's see. Nice, there we go. So there's a nice 10 to get right there. So this is the Chinese version of the Scarlet and Violet promo. It's got the little set stamps down there on the bottom. Absolutely beautiful. So there's a really nice 10 to get. No idea the value of any of this stuff at this point in time. Obviously, I'll do research after, but that's super exciting. And I think I submitted a different one as well. So, ooh, man, that stinks. But it's all right. We got a 9 on the Japanese one. So let's take a quick look here and see what the issues might have been. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see through the camera right now because of all the glare and stuff. I'll have to take a look after. But, hey, you know what? I'll gladly take it. We got the 10 in Chinese and the 9 in Japanese. No complaints at all. I do have others I might submit later, but maybe I'll hold off. All right, so let's see what we have on this one here. Nice, there we go. So, again, I did 3 sets of these as well. This is the Legends Arceus promo on the Chinese and Japanese side. And then the English version came in the Arceus collection box. So we got a 9.5 for the Chinese version. Let's see what we have. Should be Japanese next. We got a 9 on this one. All right, I'll have to double check and look at that. But again, a 9 is still awesome. I'm not going to complain about that. Let's see what we have here. And a 9 in the English. So it looks like the Chinese variants were a little bit better. But again, I can't complain. I think that's an absolutely beautiful trio. If anyone wants to buy all 3 in a lot, we'll try to help you out with pricing. But again, all this stuff will be posted on eBay a little bit later on today. So let's see what we have next. Ooh, very, very nice. The 9.5 on the Galarian Slowking Hyper. This one came from Matchless Fighter. This one had been sitting in a binder for a really long time. And yeah, I just thought I'd add it to the submission. Probably centering on this one. Looks like it's shifted just a little bit out of that parameter, but still gladly take that. Let's see what we have next. Another 9.5. This one is the Victini VMAX Hyper. This one's from Rapid Strike Master. Again, another absolutely beautiful card. Maybe centering on this one too. You kind of see how it's a little bit thicker on that part compared to the bottom, but an absolutely beautiful card. Can't complain about getting a 9.5 on that one. All right, let's see what we have next. Ooh, one of my favorite Pokemon. Let's see how it graded. All right, we got a 9 on this one. This is the Scizor VMAX Hyper. This one's from Infinity Zone, the Japanese equivalent of Darkness Ablaze. An absolutely beautiful card here. I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look at this one, but hey, a 9, I will gladly take that. No complaints whatsoever. Let's see what we have here. Nice. There we go. 9.5 for the Snorlax VMAX. This one came from the Shield box. Remember, on the Japanese side, they usually take 2 or 3 of their sets and make them to the English ones. So when Sword and Shield came out, there was a Sword box and a Shield box. This is an absolutely beautiful card. I feel like it's got some pretty solid value. I know it's pretty sought after, but a 9.5 is very, very nice on that. I'll take it. So let's see what we have on this here. All right, I think it's another Hyper if I remember the order. Nice, there we go. I'll gladly take that. Good old boss's orders here. This one came from Rebel Clash. in a 9.5. I'll gladly take that. Absolutely beautiful. And again, like without subgrades, you just like it just piques the curiosity even more, like what pushed it off from being a 10. But I'll gladly take it. Definitely no complaints at all. All right, so now I'm going to work my way this way because I think I know what these last couple are here. And I want to save these for last if I remember the order correctly. But let's take a look and try our luck here. All right, so let's see what we have on this one. Nice, there we go. Mewtwo GX. This is the shiny version from Hidden Fates. Absolutely beautiful card, and we got it at a 9. Just immediate look. I feel like the centering was really, really good on it. So unless there were some other issues, I'll have to take a look after the fact. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'll gladly take that in a 9. All right, so yeah, like I said, I think these last few are the ones that came from my own personal collection. Super excited to see how they did, but let's keep going here. Nice. So there we go. We got the Birds Trio here. This is the Hidden Fates promo from the Elite Trainer box. I think I submitted 2 or 3 of these, but this one got a 9. I'll gladly take that. Again, it was such a beautiful card, and I have a bunch more of these sealed. So if you want me to try my luck again, let me know in the comments. But let's see how the next one did. All right, nice. We got the 9.5 on this one. So very, very nice. Definitely, probably one of, I said definitely and probably. Definitely one of my favorite promo cards that they've ever put out, not only because it was from Hidden Fates, but it's such a unique design. But again, can't complain with getting a 9 and a 9.5. So the other part of what I have to do later is just adding all this stuff to my database, and then again, make sure all this stuff gets up on eBay. It's going to be a long day, but trust me, it's worth it. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, so we got the 9 on the English. Come on. Focus in. Come on. There we go. On the English version of this Charizard, this one came from Lost Origins, the character rare. Maybe centering on this one. It looks like it's a little bit wider on this side here, but I'll have to take a look a little bit closer after this video. I don't want to drag this out too long. Let's see what we have next. We got an 8.5 on this one. That kind of stinks. But again, I mean, there's still a market for all this stuff. I know a lot of people just inherently want to go for 9s and up. But you never know. Maybe this is just someone just wants the card and they want it graded. You never know. Obviously, there's going to be price difference between all these, but I'll have to take a look and see how we did. All right, on to the next. So this one here is the Pikachu from Lost Origins. This is the other Trainer Gallery card here that I submitted. I think I did a couple Trainer Gallery cards from Lost Origins. This one came in a 9. No complaints about that. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the artwork there, especially with the sleepy Pikachu. And I think behind that... All right, nice. Very, very nice. So we got the 9.5 on the other one. I remember doing 2 Charizards and 2 Pikachus, so definitely can't complain about that. 9.5. Again, curious what held it back from the 10, but I guess I'll never know. All right, let's see what we have here. Nice. So there we go. We have the Snorlax. This came in a 9 as well. I'm curious to see like how many 10s have come out. You can look at the report on CGC's website to see this card graded and like all the different tiers of like how many 1s are graded, how many 2s, all the way up to 10s. But an absolutely beautiful card, and I'll take that in a 9 all day long. Let's see what we have next. We have the Gengar. Very, very nice. And a 9. Again, anything above like an 8 or 8.5. Obviously, 9s and up would be a huge, but I'll gladly take it, especially once we get to some of the more vintage cards I have in here. But a 9 for this Gengar is absolutely amazing. I'll take that. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, very, very nice. So again, one of my favorite Pokemon. We got the Dragonite V full art here. This scored a 9.5 from Pokemon Go as well. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, 8.5 on this one. That kind of stinks. But again, absolutely beautiful card. Obviously, the customer's card did a little bit better than mine. I'll have to kind of compare them together. Oh, it's in the other box. I'll kind of line them up after this and see if I can just notice any discrepancies. But not bad. I'll gladly take it. Maybe. Okay. Nope. That's just stuff on there. Yeah, that's just on the case. Okay, cool. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot of just extra like dust and stuff on these when you get them fresh out of the box like this. But we move on. Ooh, nice. So we're starting to get into the Radiance now. We got 9.5. Come on. Come on. We got 9.5 on the Venusaur. I think on the Japanese side when I had these, the Radiant Venusaur is my highest one. I had it in a 10 along with the Blastoise. Never got a 10 in the Charizard, but maybe that'll change for today. So we got the Venusaur. Then we have again. All right, so no 10 for Charizard. We'll have to keep trying, but a 9 for the Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, Blastoise 8.5. Again, it's still a high grade, so I'm not really going to complain too much, but it would have been nice to see it a little bit higher, even if it's squeezed into the 9. 9 territory, but I'll gladly take. Oh, wait, hold on, is that? Oh, I thought the case was cracked on that. It was just it freaked me out for a second. But 9-5 in the Blastoise there. Let's see what's next. 8-5, or I'm sorry, 8-5 in Blastoise and 8-5 on the Eevee as well. I'll have to go back and double check these. And I think these are somewhat harder to grade, especially with that textured pattern on there. And then obviously you have all your other factors like your centering, the edges, and the corners as well. But the surface is probably really hard to grade high on these, so maybe that's the reason why. And then same thing on this one here on the Radiant Greninja. Again, I'll have to take a look and see if there's any like actual damage or issues with the card. But again, I'll gladly take it, especially for how beautiful these cards are. And then the Steelix as well, we got an 8-5 on this one. Again, I can't really complain. It's still a very high grade, and it's an absolutely beautiful card. And again, maybe there's someone looking for this whole set graded. They're not really concerned about how it graded. So let's see. Nice. All right, there we go. So we got the Jirachi and a 9, the Radiant Jirachi. This one came over from Silver Tempest. And again, just looking at it here, maybe a little bit of a centering issue with how it's shifted over that way a little bit. But I don't know. I'll have to do some research and reach out to some friends of mine on Instagram that grade these all the time and see what they think is like the hard part about grading this. I really think it's because of the texture on the card itself. But I don't know. I'm not a professional grader. I'm just going off my own instincts here. So here we go. We're starting to get into some of the older cards here. I want to get my hopes up and get excited, but I want to be realistic at the same time. We'll see how these go, but I'm excited to check these out. So let's take a look. All right, so the very first one, we got the Ampharos in a 8. This one came over from the, I know it says base expansion pack. I want to say it was like the e-reader series, obviously one of like the first ones here, and it is a first edition. I'm curious what an 8 is going for nowadays, but an absolutely beautiful card. My first e-reader card graded, so again, can't complain about that. I thought it looked pretty good, and I just definitely wanted to submit it. All right, let's see what we have next. Ooh, the Gyarados, 7.5. I'm really curious why it scored that low. I mean, and again, I know I say it's low, but a 7.5 is definitely better than like a 5. There's definitely some whitening on the edges there, maybe some centering issues, but an absolutely beautiful card. I'm definitely glad that I graded it. Again, we'll have to do a lot of research after the fact on this one. Okay, so here we go. So I just did that. Let's see what we have next. Okay, let's see how this one did here. All right, nice. I'll gladly take that. This is the Charizard Holo from Evolution. So I had 2 of these, right? So one that I got from that collection that we picked up, and then this one. This one definitely looked like the better of the 2, so I'm definitely glad that I graded and submitted this, or that I submitted it. But 8.5, I'll gladly take this, again, especially because I pulled this card. It was sitting in a binder since the last time I did it in Evolution's opening. But yeah, not bad at all. Take that in the 8.5. Okay, so these last ones, these are some heavy hitters here. These last 4, all these came from my collection. I've been sitting on these for a long time. I'm very, very interested to see how we did. Let's take a look and see what we got. Nice. Okay, we got an 8 on the Venusaur CD promo. So remember, I submitted the big 3 from the CD promo. An absolutely beautiful card, and I'll gladly take that in an 8. I'll have to go back through and look and see if there's any major issues, but an absolutely beautiful card. No complaints about that. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, 8.5 on the Charizard. So I really want to look this one over, especially because, and I don't think we'll be able to pick it up here, but it definitely had some hollow bleed on the bottom, and I was really, really hoping that they were going to give it that hollow bleed on there. Doesn't mention it at all, but an 8.5 on that, especially for a card that's so old. I mean, 1998. Absolutely beautiful card there. I'll gladly take it. All right, so the last one. I'm excited to see what we got on this one, especially because this is my favorite. Let's see how we did. Nice, a 9 on this one. All right, awesome. Definitely excited about that. Just an absolutely iconic artwork. Again, this is the same artwork they used on the Pokemon Blue version box when it first came out. So I'll gladly take a 9 on that. I'm super excited. Interested to see if I can like point out any discrepancies on it. But nice. You know, out of the 3, I'm glad that this one did really, really well. All right, last card. So this one here. So I picked this one up. I had it in my binder for a little bit because it was one of the first editions from the set I didn't have, and I decided, you know what, I'll put the regular holo non-first edition in the binder, and we'll try and grade this one. So let's see how this did. Nice, there we go. An 8.5 for the Dragonite first edition holo here. It is not the error one, which would have been nice if it was. It would have greatly increased the value, but it's got a nice little swirl on here. I want to say it's, yep, right off of that wing right there. You guys can kind of see it. There you go. But hey, I'll gladly take that. So what do we get? Only 110, I think, maybe 1 or 2 from the, yeah, this might have been the only 10 that we got, but it's all right. Again, overall, I think we did a really, really good submission, and especially with the customer order. Again, thank you for your business. I'm really, really appreciative and just thankful that you trust me with your stuff to go through this process. And again, once I get this video posted, I'm going to go drop that box back off at the post office for you, so you'll get it hopefully in a few days. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite card was, how you think we did, if we did okay, if we didn't do as good. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.